everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dana, aka Blondie Knots here on YouTube, and today I have a very fun and nostalgic video planned for us. So I thought you and I could hop into a time machine and take it all the way back to the 90s. So if you were alive in the 90s or early 2000s, you may remember these. That's right, the beaded lizard. When was the last time you even saw one of these? I'll be honest, I never got to make one of these as a kid. I was always the girl at summer camp whipping up the GIMP bracelets, and people would come to me to have me start them off for them because if you know, that is the hardest part of the bracelet. And so I was a plastic lanyard factory. I was fully booked and I had no time to try other crafts. Being from Arizona, these were so on brand. Everyone had these hanging off their backpacks, hanging off their car keys, their lunchbox, everything, and I have always wanted one. So it is finally my time to make myself one. By the way, I will link this in the description box if you're interested in getting your own, but I'm gonna be crocheting one today.
A huge one, in fact.
A couple months ago, I was just on Etsy scrolling patterns as I do, and I came across this pattern and I just knew I had to make it. So this pattern is by the Happy Mermaid, and of course I will link it in the description box for you in case you're interested in making your own. But let me tell you my plans for my lizard. So I am going to use my keychain as my inspiration, and I'm going to keep the body of the lizard green. The green ones were always just my favorite, so I'm going to keep his bright green with the pink stripe. I love the way that looks. I love green and pink together, but we are going to change the feet color to orange, and we're going to make his eyes in blue. So that's my game plan for the week. I'm going to be using a 6.5mm hook for this project, and I will be using Big Twist value yarn, of course. If you've been here a while, you already know I love me some Big Twist. I think specifically for this project, they have some of the best neon colors I have seen in store. So I picked up the color Slime, Hot Pink, Bright Orange, and Cyan. Oh, and for the color to string them all together, I will actually just be using a color by Loops and Threads I've had for quite some time. It's in the color Neon Yellow, and I just thought that'd be the perfect way to tie it all together and just incorporate even a little more neon. We're gonna have so much fun with this, and I cannot wait any longer. So let's hop right into the project. Little me cannot wait one more second. All right, guys, so we are ready to finally start the lizard. I have my bag of yarn here. Look how cute this is. I've had people ask me before where I get my project bags from, and a lot of times Trader Joe's, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, bags from like bookstores and stuff like that, yarn shops, whichever. So this one just happens to be from Trader Joe's, and I just feel like it's really beautiful. I love the ladies on here, but I thought I could reach into here and pick a color, and that's the color bead we'll start working with. So let's see what color we'll start with. I have all the yarn in here. Oh, orange. Not the color I wanted to start with, but fine, we can do that. So it looks like we're gonna be making his little feeties first. I have the pattern pulled up over here. I'm just gonna scroll down to find it, how to make the beads individually. And I am going to quickly work up a bead, and I will show you what it looks like when I'm done. I'm so excited. By the way, here is my furls hook. Like I told you, I'm using a 6.5, which is actually bigger than the pattern calls for, but I got this hook quite a while ago, and I really haven't got to use it as much as I would have liked to have used it. So I'm just gonna be kind of testing it out, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so let me work up this first bead, and then I'll come back on to show you guys kind of what they look like. And then really my next few hours are going to look like me working up these beads until I have enough. I have no gauge of how long this is going to take me, so maybe after I make my first couple beads, I'll time myself to see how long it takes me to make the beads. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. I don't anticipate this project taking me that long, but I have said that before in the past, and I have been severely wrong. Let me quit yapping and get to working, and I'll show you when I have my first bead done. Look at this. It's a giant pony bead.
I love it.
Just need to repeat this about 100 times, and then we will have enough beads for the lizard. I'm gonna try to tackle all of these orange beads, and then I will update you when I am working my next color and how quickly I'm able to work these beads up. So let's see how it goes. All right, so I'm halfway there with the orange. Took me about 30-ish minutes, 35. Look, doesn't this remind you of when you used to put olives on your fingers as a kid? Okay, anyway, not the point. Back to work on this, but looking good so far. I just love that these really do look like pony beads. It's so cute. I love when I'm working on someone's pattern for something, especially something random like this, and I'm just thinking like, how did this come to their mind and how did they think to make these like this? I don't know. I love it though. I think it's so cool and so creative, and that's why I love making other people's patterns and sharing them with you guys. All right, 6 down, 6 more to go of orange, and then we can color change, and I'm picking the next color because I didn't want to do orange anyway. So I'm picking the next one. Good news, we have all of our orange here, so I'm just dumping them right into the project bag. So I am gonna work up green next since the bulk of the lizard is green, and that means that that's the bulk of the project and the work. And so I'm gonna get that done really quick, hopefully get that out of the way today. I hope to get the greens done. And then that way we don't have too much left on our plate for the rest of this project. But I'm gonna work those. I will catch up with you after I finish the greens, and we'll move to our next color, which who knows what that'll be. We'll see when we get there. But yeah, let me work this up and I will be back for you in a minute. One more thing to mention, I love patterns like this because since we are just working up this same exact thing like 100 times over, it's really nice to just be able to look at the pattern maybe once or twice and then you have it down pat, and you can just turn on a fun show or a movie and just kind of relax and crochet. This is a very nice change for me this week after my really intense week of crocheting last week, making all the tapestry pieces. So it has been a nice chill project to work on, and I'm very grateful for that. So far, this pattern I would give 10 out of 10 as of right now. Very easy to follow. These are kind of my first impression thoughts on the pattern. I just thought I would update you on how I feel about it right now, but we'll talk about it more later on in the video once I have a little bit more work done. Small problem. I'm in the middle of trying to kind of stash bust, which you probably can't tell from looking at my yarn stash, but I am. So I did not buy another skein of slime for working up this project. I thought what I had was going to be enough. I need 5 more beads. Okay? So I clearly don't have any more slime. I came over here just to look and double check. It appears, unfortunately, I was correct that I don't have any more. Let me show you where we're at and what we have, because the last thing I want to do is go to Joann to buy one giant skein of slime when it's not a color I usually ever pool for in a project unless it's, you know, a fun project like this, which I don't have plans to make anything else with slime coming up, and I really don't want it sitting here for 6 months. You know what I mean? Just to show you and get it out of the way so no one's like,
What about that green?
this is t-shirt yarn. And while this is actually probably also in slime. Oh, sour lime. Okay. We have this, which is probably, yep, just about the same color, but completely different texture. This is t-shirt yarn. I don't think it can work. So eliminating that choice. Our next options we have, I have 2 cotton yarns here. This one is by Sugar and Cream, and then this one's just some Rogue extra slimy-ish looking yarn I had, and it's kind of close but not exact, and then this one's kind of close but not exact. So my hesitation and thought process for going for this green cotton yarn is just that the texture is obviously a lot different than an acrylic yarn. And so I feel like there's going to be quite a stark difference just in the way it looks. And so I can't have them, you know, butted up next to each other in the pattern. And I don't necessarily want to place them in the tail section because that's probably the only place I could put them where it would be staggered. Every other bead would be green. But then I'm afraid the tail will look darker than the body and it will kind of take away from the vibrancy. Like the whole point of this lizard is to be super neon vibrant. Those are the colors I chose. And so I don't want the tail to almost offset the look. So I'm gonna have to think on this. Rat scallions. Anyway, I'll keep you updated on what I plan to do with that. We're gonna take a break from green today. I am still pleased with my progress. Like I said, I got all but 5 of those done. We got the orange done today, which was really good. Didn't expect to make that much progress with it, which is awesome. So I think I'm gonna close out for the day with this blue, which, how beautiful is this blue? I just need 2 of these because these are gonna be my eye color for the Mr. Lizard. Make 2 eyes in this, and then I'm going to sit on the idea of using this cotton yarn. Again, I just really don't wanna buy a whole nother skein this big for 4 or 5 more beads, whichever. Anyway, I will update you tomorrow on what I think about that. We'll figure it out, obviously. Maybe I'll make one up in this green cotton and just see how it comes out, see if it's close enough, but I'm afraid I won't be happy because I want it to be as perfect as possible. So, all right, we'll see what happens. Hello, it is new day. I come with gift. This is gift. Look at this. I was at Joann's shopping for a completely different video and I stumbled across this. It is, how many grams are in here? 40 grams of slime yarn. Yes. So our problem we had yesterday, me thinking it over and trying to think about it, is now solved. Surely this will make us 4 more slime beads. I counted, I thought it was 5, but it's actually 4. Thank you, Big Twist, for doing this. I feel like at this point they should be sponsoring me. How much I glorify them. But anyway, that is that. I am actually feeling confident that we are going to be able to finish this project today. So we need to do the 4 more of these, and then what other colors are we doing? Pink, and that's it. Then we're done. Then we get to put it all together. Oh, and then I have to make the iron string and string them all together, which is so exciting. I can't wait to figure out how to string them all together because I don't know yet. So that's cool. I am ready to just get right to work today. I don't want to wait anymore. I also thought I'd show you my little yarn bowl. I've been weaving in the ends to my project as I go. Imagine that. Just been collecting them in here so they don't end up all over my craft room, but I love when I use bright, fun colors and it looks pretty like that. So it's the little things. Anyway, just so excited about that and wanted to show you that was our development from my thought process yesterday. And just like that, we have all the beads done. They look really pretty in here. Look at all of them like that. Okay, so that's all finished, which is awesome. Glad to get that out of the way. By the way, look how much green I still had left, even from this
petite skein.
Really glad I was able to get this and still feel like I have a bunch of that left. Last step is to make our string, to string them all together. I will show you, I don't think I've showed you this yet. It's really, really a bright yellow. I don't even know if it'll pick up all the way on camera how bright it is, but just really glad to get this all out of my stash. All of this yarn I already had, so I'm so happy, besides this obviously. I'm so glad to be able to get through so much of the yarn I have. I'm really trying to crack down on yarn stash busting. So I'm really glad I had all those colors on hand already and they just worked perfectly. So glad to add this to the list of things we're getting through. And now I just need to make a really long strand. So that's gonna be the last step and then we can put it all together and I'm so excited to get to that point. How many times have I said that? Okay, I will catch you when this is all finished. Hopefully it won't take me too long. So we've migrated to the floor to finally assemble our lizard, but I did have to look up a tutorial on YouTube. It does tell you on the pattern how to do it, but I feel like it's more confusing to read it than to just watch a YouTube video on it. So I'm gonna have an 8-year-old teach me how to string these beads, and then we will finally have our lizard. So let's do that really quick and then we can see what he looks like. Okay, so assembly is a lot easier than I expected, which I'm so glad about. He's looking so cute. So I'm gonna finish putting him together off camera and then we will give him a proper moment and give him a big grand reveal. So I will see you in 1 minute to show you what he looks like and how cute he ends up being. Worth the wait. Guys, this is just so fun. I know I just showed you the reveal, but I thought before I close out the video, I would just show you him one more time. He's just so cute. Let me know in the comments what you think about the outcome of our color combination. If you like it, if you would do the same, or if you're gonna make one of these, let me know what colors you're using because I would love to hear. I think definitely childhood me would be so pleased with making one of these. It was so simple to bead this guy together. I was very surprised. I also actually kind of expected him to be bigger for some reason. I don't know why, but he's pretty big in comparison to the keychain. Let me show you just for size reference. As you remember, this is our keychain and this is Mr. Lizard. So obviously he is a lot larger than our keychain, but I don't know why I just thought he was gonna be even bigger. I think he's a perfect size though. I'm very happy with him. Again, just to wrap up, I did use weight 4 yarn and a 6.5mm hook. I'm gonna have to find some way to incorporate him into this wall behind us because he's too good to just not have on display. I just absolutely love him. I would definitely rate this pattern 10 out of 10. I think it was so easy to follow. Kind of a piece where when I was stringing him together, I was just looking at all my beautiful colored beads laying out and I just thought, wow, I love my job. This is just, again, a piece that really made me so happy in my soul. So I do hope if you have thought about making one or inspired to make one, you go for it. Again, 10 out of 10. I think it was about $2.50 or something on Etsy. So it's a really affordable pattern. And yeah, I would just highly recommend it. I have nothing but good things to say about it. I did have to end up making my ribbon or string to string them all together a couple inches longer. I didn't make it quite long enough, but that was again on me, not on the pattern designer. So yeah, this is him. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed today's video and had a nice little nostalgia trip with me. Make sure you liked the video. If you liked Mr. Lizard, comment down below if you're gonna make one for yourself, what colors you're thinking or what you think of my color choice. Or if you just like Mr. Lizard, just for me in my house, I totally get that too. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I do put out new videos every Monday and occasionally on Thursdays, and they are crochet related. Right now, I am filming a really fun studio vlog for next Monday, and I'm really excited to share some fun stuff with you. We have a yarn haul, some cool updates, and so if you don't want to miss out, make sure you do subscribe. Also, I do have my community project running until the 29th of September, so if you want to send in a granny square 4x4, you can send in one, you can send in as many as you want. I have my PO box linked down below, so there's plenty of time still to participate in that. And if you want to help support my channel even further, I did just open up a Buy Me a Coffee page, so I will link that in the description as well. As you know, crafting is very expensive, it gets very pricey, and so I just thought I would open this up in case any of you feel ever so kind to ever donate to me and my channel. Will go directly back into the channel, just helping to continue to produce higher quality content with the best materials and things I can provide for you. So just no pressure, but I thought I would announce that just in case. I did just open it, so I wanted to put it out there. I know Tony from TL Yarn Crafts does do like a shout out of someone who bought her a coffee that week in her videos, and I think that's so cute. So I thought maybe starting to incorporate that into my channel. So who knows, if you buy me a coffee, maybe I'll shout you out in my next video. But anyways, guys, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by here. And as always, thank you for letting me take up a little bit of your time here on the internet today. I will be seeing you on Monday in our studio vlog. Have a great week. Bye. I feel so ridiculous.